No other male fighter.
You're right, Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know about you, but that was one heck of a fight. And where most cards you can't even get one female fight, we have two. Are you ready for another lady fight? Let's bring out our next set of combatants as this bout is brought to us by Schluter Construction Company. Introducing first out of our blue corner, it's Skylee, the Little Rooster Allen.
Skylee, the Little Rooster Allen. 1-1 walking into the cage tonight, coming out of Bendu Academy in Cincinnati, Ohio. Also fighting out of Cincinnati. She is 21 years old, just a little young gun, starting out very early in this cage. Both of her fights have went to decision.
She already got 2 fights, 21 years old. She's loose, she's ready to go. And this is what you want to see. Take some fights when you're young, build an extensive amateur career, turn professional when you're ready, and just enjoy the fight experience, enjoy the life.
As somebody who was 20 years old when I had my first MMA fight, I had my first fight when I was 19 and in boxing, but to see myself that young, to be where I am now, to see some of these young girls, I'm like, wow, she's gonna grow up fighting. She's gonna grow up as a young adult, 19, 20 years old, all of these fighters, even some of these young men, that they have such a long career ahead of them.
I mean, at this point, half your life has been in fight sports.
Yes, oh my God, it has. It's crazy.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you were undefeated as an amateur, correct?
I was.
5-0?
Yeah, I was 5-0 in amateur boxing, 5-0 in amateur MMA.
Woo.
And then we went pro, and then I didn't lose fights. My first fight, I lost. It was my 11th pro fight, 12th pro fight. I finally ended up tasting defeat.
In her opponent, fighting out of our red corner, Holly Porter.
Interestingly enough, DJ Yakabuchi, a really good friend of mine, this girl comes out of her gym, and when I took that time off after I retired, he had reached out to me about wanting to come up and help her, and he said this girl's got a lot of opportunity in her. She's really good.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see.
DJ's built a very good gym up there in with UGI. Obviously, he got a pro fight himself. He's got a couple jiu-jitsu medals out at Worlds, and now he's building his next generation. Billy Friedson, a fighter that I think grew up kind of with us in the Ohio amateur scene. Their striking coach, Tony Tortorici, amateur champion, and now they got their female fighter. So it's very exciting to see.
Holly Porter is 1-0. She actually got her first win at AFP 101 with a finish in round 2 from Mount.
Yeah, talked to Billy Friedson, one of her striking coach. Still a little raw in the striking. She's got a little bit of a jiu-jitsu base. Looking to take it to the ground, hold some positions, and just kind of slowly develop the striking and expand her game from fight to fight.
Your tail of the tape for the evening, Skylee Allen, 21 years old, 5'4", weighed in right at 145 pounds, 1-1 against Holly Porter, 25, 5'5", came in at 141 and undefeated coming into this bout.
One thing I can honestly always wonder is I always got my hair braided from first fight all the way through. Always gotten my hair braided. I've never understood. Maybe it's because my hair is always really long and it's always falling out. I think we've had times where I've had to be like, Nikolai, wait, stop, I gotta fix my hair. That I never could understand how some of these girls don't get their hair braided and they, just pull it back in a ponytail. Like, that would never work for me. I'd look like Clay Guida with my hair flopping around the ring.
I mean, I think even our male fighters have their hair braided.
Yes.
And introducing first, fighting out of our blue corner with an MMA record of 1 win and 1 loss, standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing Bendu Academy by way of Cincinnati, Ohio, it's Skylee, the Little Rooster Allen! In her opponent, fighting out of our red corner, an undefeated MMA fighter with a record of 1 win and no losses, standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 141 pounds, representing Upgraded Industries by way of East Lake, Ohio, it's Holly Porter!
About to kick off the second women's bout of your evening. See if we get fireworks again.
One thing you can definitely see from Holly off the rip, and I think Jessica knowing anything, those upgraded fighters are going to come in shape. Obviously, DJ, an outstanding personal trainer, runs his own gym now, obviously. They're going to come in shape and ready to go.
Yeah, he understands what it takes.
Oh,
my gosh.
Oh!
Eats a heavy goodness
right there,
hand
right
to
on
start.
the. You know what? That nerve, you hit that nerve just a little bit in your jaw, it's going to drop you. She did a great job recovering.
Yeah,
great
she's
job.
in on the
Really
takedown.
That,
She gets her way out, and now she's holding Skylee Allen against the cage.
She's doing a good job, though. She recovered fast. I mean, this is the way to recover, right? Get them up against the cage, smash them, get your breath back, get that vision back.
Yeah, you don't want to separate and try to have a striking fight where you're trying to figure out which one of them you need to throw a strike at. But we're back out in the open.
and the boxing right now we are getting from Allen is just looking really good, and Porter was just not ready for it.
That southpaw orthodox matchup again.
Oh! That straight right gets through again. Got her up against the cage. Drop her hips.
I'd like to see Skylee get those hands cinched under the butt. But she's doing a good job. She's going to start plucking that leg out if she can. Holly needs to start taking the left hand underhook. Circle her way out.
You know, my favorite move always up against the cage was a classic foot stomp.
If I remember anything,
I'm pretty sure I've heard
it
some
is,
too.
it is, yes. But no, it's Casey's first NAFS fight.
Yes.
Unloading about 60 of them.
You know what, though? I mean, they work. I don't think there's – I even used them throughout my UFC career. Anytime I could, would stomp a toe or stomp a foot to get them to move for me.
Oh,
Sometimes, you, like you said, you get stuck in those standstills where you're just holding
open
on to
up
them.
some little bit of
yes,
space.
it gives you just a little bit of action.
Any reaction that you get from them, you can start yanking feet out. And it's, I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest, the bones on the top of the foot are small, and they can
Yeah.
get broken easy. So you land a good heel on there, it's going to deter some things.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. Doesn't feel good.
No doubt.
I mean, you know, one of the things I can be very fortunate about Marcus Marinelli and training with Strong Cell, if you can use a body part to make them hurt, make them hurt any way you can. If it's a chin, if it's a forehead, you know, if it's your elbow, whatever it could be.
And Allen just doing a very great job of controlling Porter up against the cage, even when she about got out right there.
And she landed that heavy right hand at the beginning of the round, and she has just kept control. Not a ton of damage, but the most memorable moment, and then she's holding Holly against the cage for the whole round. Now, I would, if I was Skylee's corner, I wouldn't necessarily tell her to get in on shots anymore.
No.
You look like you're winning the striking. You're doing a good job when you're keeping at the distance. I mean, I know there's the excitement of I just dropped her, let's go in and finish, but the tie-up is ultimately kind of what slowed everything down there.
Yeah. It's making it hard. It's making her have to use more energy throughout the fight.
There's almost this desire when you get into mixed martial arts of showing that I can do everything everywhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't need to do everything everywhere.
You know, it took me a lot of years, like, to really understand the concept of that. Even when I would go into a fight, right, I don't have to show them I'm good at everything. If something is working, just use it once. And I don't have to, you don't need all your tools, right? You don't need all these different things, right? Like, if you're just hammering a nail, you don't need a screwdriver and a drill, a tape measure. Like, you just need a hammer.
Especially when they're going to come out, maybe make an adjustment in between rounds, so you're not showing too much of your hand of what you're coming to play in that fight.
Yeah.
I'm excited with what Skylee brings this second round, and also with Holly. Billy, obviously a good striking coach. You know, what advice is he going to instill to her? I'd look to slip the head off the center line. The straight punches were caused for some issues, so let's move left and right. Definitely got that nose cracked a little bit, you can tell in the corner.
Round two, here we go.
It's hard to get hit like that early on in a fight and recover emotionally from it and not think about it through the fight, you know. And she seems like she's doing a good job, and she's not letting it get her down too much.
Ooh.
But I mean, again, she's got to get moved. She's got to use her athleticism. And,
She's mixing it up very well,
Yeah.
though. Ooh. little fingers in the cage. Be all right.
Skylee is just the one really just dictating where
Stepping
this fight.
back, trading, letting her back off the cage and try to take advantage of the standing advantage she has right now.
She looks like she throws hard punches. She's throwing them with some heat.
She's ready to go.
Ooh,
she's reaching.
that's straight right. Fast. And she doesn't showcase it either. She's very quick, pops it out there.
Back against the fence. A little over under. Looking to connect the hands. That over under, if you can start really splitting those hips and almost elevating, can make it easy to fuck that top side back. And like you said, the hair.
How can she?
In the face.
I'm proud of her for just fighting like she is, because I would be so annoyed right now.
This is another reason you'd feel more coaches. Imagine telling Marcus to pull your hair back out between rounds.
What I'm really seeing is that Holly Porter needs to push back and force her.
A beautiful 3-2-3 there. But she eats the left jab on the way in.
Allen is really looking good, but she is the one advancing here right now. When Porter can be the one moving forward, Allen's kind of freezing up.
This is a fight of being first.
Yep.
And sometimes MMA is as simple as guy go forward, win.
It is. Whoever controls, whoever's controlling the tempo of the entire round or the entire fight.
A nice little throw attempt.
Just I was about to say she had her where she was the first round. There we go. Got her back up.
Good double unders back from Holly. We have a minute left in the second round. Holly Porter pinning Skylee Allen up against the fence.
Being very patient, not trying to force anything here, being in this position. Keeping them underhooks dug in. Oop, nope, she ripped one on the right arm.
Now, what were some of the differences that you felt with dealing with men in the gym and then having to deal, obviously, with women when you were fighting them?
I can say this much because of coming back and training with bare knuckle and doing that. I found myself in Florida where I trained with more women, and I absolutely love it. I wish I had spent more time training with other women just because our bodies move differently, our strengths are different, that at times things that I would do in practice, I didn't do in the fight, and vice versa, right? Things I wouldn't do in training because I was too worried that I was going to get retaliated against, And sometimes when you're a strong female and you hit someone really hard, I've seen these guys look at me like, she's not a girl, I'm going to hit her back like she's a man. So, I will say it never at any point was it a position where I couldn't handle it, but I do say moving forward, when I give the advice with women, is say women train with women. Find you a good guy, right? Someone you can work with, which Nikolai came out to Vegas. He's been a part of many camps. Someone I knew I could trust that would be strong enough against me and keep me correct, but also, wouldn't hurt me.
Didn't have the ego.
Yeah, didn't have the ego, and unfortunately, it can happen. I mean, guys, it's fighting, right? It all happens, and sometimes it's not even necessarily the guy. Sometimes it's the girl picking on the guy, and she's just, and he's trying to, do the right thing, but she's beating him up, and then he's like, eventually, he's gonna get tired of it. But I do like seeing women train with women. I do, again, think there has to be a solid balance between the two of them. And that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you've got, leagues like BKFC where people are training it. The girls are coming together to help each other. I mean, look, it's BKFC, that's bare knuckles. So it's hard to train with men and men, or men and women, that way, right? Like, that's just...
Ladies and gentlemen, Avril Roberts.
No, I don't know if that was
Roberts,
doesn't
you have
even
your
seem
ID.
right.
Avril Roberts, we have your ID over here at the DJ booth.
Holly
Avril
Porter
Roberts.
coming into round 3 against Skylee Allen.
She's still game. She's still ready to go. Bouncing around.
Skylee looking a little bit weathered.
Gonna walk forward, though. Good Superman punch attempt. Triples up the right hand.
Skylee definitely not backing down and still trying to get this finish here in round 3. Both connect.
Wow, that was a nice uppercut.
These women are giving it all right now.
She is. They're
putting
both-
on a performance.
Both of them. It's like Holly was
Nice leg kick.
The kind of weird time, just got her leg rolled up at the same time with it. But they're just taking the center now and exchanging. Skylee doing a good job when she can of lining up that power hand in the southpaw position.
She does a really good job throwing it.
She's looking for another Uchimata.
Nice, good job of digging the underhook there and getting her hips off the cage. Nice hip toss, though.
And now we have Holly in half guard. Skylee, good job recovering free guard.
Very critical in the third round to end up on top.
You know, I'm a big believer is that the judges are going to remember the last 30 seconds, last 10 seconds of the round. It's the most important. They're going to remember how the round started and how it ended.
Yeah, it's just human nature. You're going to see.
Nice sweep.
That's a beautiful octopus guard sweep there.
What a change in tide here in round 3 with 1:18 to go.
And you mentioned the differences in men and women. My knee would have exploded in that
Yeah,
position.
the flexibility.
But what a transition to the back now. She's a little high. She's going to get shaken off.
What a shaking her off
But she's going to switch it to an arm bar.
Nope, missed
Oh,
it.
she got her elbow out. Get your arm all the way out of there.
To the knee bar, it looks like.
There's no knee barring in amateurs, though?
Yeah, there is. You can do straight leg locks, no twisting.
Okay.
Stacking her.
Yep, doing a good job. She's got to stay heavy on that right foot. I would actually switch to heavy left-hand hammer fist. Just at the angle you're at, you just start need to, or I guess that would be your right hand.
What UFC fight where he elbowed him straight down on his butt?
Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture?
Yes.
That one was illegal.
Yeah.
That was nut kick right there. 20 seconds. Holly's got to start landing some heavy blows on top. Another armbar attempt here.
Holly ending up top here in round 3 is going to make a big statement. This fight has been really close.
Interesting to see how the judges are going to take this fight.
And God, I'm not judging this one.
You know, I mean, unfortunately, I think that, that first getting dropped in the very first round really can dictate how the judges look at you. And, as somebody who's been dropped in a fight before, I knew I was instantly down on the cards and I had to come out and be extra aggressive, extra strong.
Nice little replay here.
And that's that leg kick that tripped her up. Just kind of a sneaky as she stepped in, low leg kick. And here's that transition
Beautiful.
on top.
Wow.
Arm
Look
up,
at her
head
knee.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not eating that one.
What an amazing fight. Both of these girls just giving it all tonight.
Good body
Getting the
language
crowd
by
that
Holly
they paid
Porter.
for.
Arms up in the air, still boxing. Still showing she's ready to go. Hair a little disheveled. I'm sure Jessica is going to have some advice about a good hairstylist to put some cornrows in.
Gotcha, ladies.
She does look a little bit like the caveman at this moment.
Yes. You know what? I feel like, again, your hair is the last thing. Like, there's been so many times in the middle of a fight, like, I was so glad to not have to worry about my hair, right? Because of training, I would always have to worry about it. It's always in my face. Now, in a fight, here's a fun story for you.
Cleveland, Ohio, get it loud for these ladies! One heck of a fight, but there can be only one winner. And your victor by way of split decision, fighting out of the red corner, Holly Porter!
Holly Porter gets the win.
Yeah.
Goes to 2-0. It was a very close fight. It could have went either way, most definitely.
I agree. I definitely agree. And you know what? Great job to both of those women.